What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Ordinary E, and we are back on the laptops again. Once again, we are going to not stop on the laptops until they're all gone and done. I think there's 3 left, including this one, plus my one that's going to be at the end to give away. Before we get into this video, I'll just put this down a minute. We did manage to find another World of Warcraft game to go with the collection. So this one is World of Warcraft Catalysm, again from a charity shop or a car boot, can't remember now, 50 pence. Let's have a look at it. It's got a nice illustrations there. The World of Warcraft. Never played the game. I'm just collecting them all and see where we go from there. I think when I started off my channel, I was going to build a PC for free to be able to play these kind of games. And there's the case. A little bit of damage there, but that's fine. And the game's in there with the manual. Let me know in the comments below how many more are there. Let me show you my collection so far. Here's the collection so far, guys, so we get to put another one there so you can see what I've got there. So let me know which ones I'm missing, which ones I should be looking out for. Yeah, we're going to collect them all. Okay guys, back on this laptop. So where was we? We managed to get it working with a screen, if you remember, but the screen does not fit. So I did look at this off camera. Those side bits there, the metal bits, which I've now screwed to the back of the case, have screws that go through the side into the screen that hold the screen in place. Also, when I put the screen down in its kind of proper place, which will be about there, it covers up the camera, so this screen is just no good, doesn't fit. So we're not going to be able to fix this. Now, a bunch of you have been commenting on the short, not the video, but there's a bunch of comments on the shorts, really good comments, thank you, appreciate that, really helpful, asking me to turn it on and try F10, F12, F8, all the Fs. So we might do that. I did try in the video escape F2 and F12, if you remember, and it never got me into the BIOS. But another suggestion was trying to put Ubuntu or some form of Linux on the system, which got me thinking maybe the RAM we have in here, so let's just put this down a minute, because we're trying to boot Windows, right? So maybe the RAM we have in here, which is only something like 250 megabytes, is not sufficient. Oh yeah, be careful of this fan now. Yeah, 256 megabytes. So maybe that's not sufficient to run Windows. Now, finally, I found all the RAM that I have for laptops. So maybe we can increase it, put the Windows hard drive back in, and then see if that works. But even if it does work, that screen is a problem and I don't have another screen. I did look on eBay for screens. They're between £10 and £20, which is like more than what the laptop's worth itself. Don't know if it's feasible to fix it, whether it's worth it. We'll think about that. But let's see if it can get it working in a state that we have it, with the parts that we have at the moment. And if we can, then maybe I'll think about getting a screen for this. But I want to increase the RAM first off. So let me play around with these RAM sticks, see which ones I can get working in here, and hopefully increase the RAM. I think that will help. Okay guys, I tried all the RAM and we've found one that has 1 gigabyte memory on it, and then we've got these two, the only other two that will fit, and they are 512 megabytes each. So is an improvement on what we have in there already. So we can try this. Oh, I hate those crunchy sounds. There we go. Right, I'm going to plug some power in. Oh no, we need to put a hard drive in. Hold on. Right, so I'm going to take the hard drive from this working computer. This is my PC that I started my YouTube channel with, that I'm giving away at the end of this series. So I'm just going to show you that Windows does work on this. So there you have it, all working fine, booted into Windows. So I'm going to use the hard drive out here, put it in there, and I'm hoping that the extra memory that we just put in is going to help booting it up. So just hold the power button, turn it off. Okay, so it's a matter of taking it out of here and putting it into here. Should be, anyway, he says. She fits. Right, is it the RAM? It might still be the RAM, because maybe it needs more than 1 gig, I don't know. What's in here? 4? Oh yeah, there's loads in here. So in this one there's 4 and 8. You need 12 gigabytes of RAM in here. Right, power. Turn the power button on. What do we get? Zoostorm. F1 to continue. F1 worked, and we get the dash on the top again. So it's not the RAM, we're still in the same place. Okay, I'm going to try what you guys suggested and power it down and press F2. No, we've done F2. So F8, F10. We'll see if we can get into the BIOS that way. Okay, I tried F1, F escape, F2, F8, F10 and F12. So none of them get me into the BIOS. Don't know what is going on. So last thing we can try, somebody else, some other people suggested putting a Linux drive on here. So let's try that. Now, I don't know how I can get Linux on these now, because I suppose I could put it in my old machine to boot into the BIOS to be able to boot into a USB drive, so we can then download a new operating system on these, because at the moment they don't have anything. Or I can try this, which I know has a form of Linux OS on it at the moment. So let's try that. Actually, I'm going to put this one in. I can't remember what Linux is on there. Let's power this down again. Let's swap this drive out in a minute. Okay, this one comes out. Goes back into my one. I'm actually going to put this back together. I don't think we're going to be coming back into this one, because I don't think I can get this one working, guys. Why not using my electric screwdriver? Alright, that's out of the way. Now we can put this one in quick and see what actually is happening with this one. Power back in. Right, are you ready? See what this does. Can't remember what operating system's on here, if there is one. Zoostorm or the Spill. Is that coming up for you guys? Press F1. We get the cursor. Oh, it's gone away. The cursor there? No. Whoa, hold on a minute. That says Ubuntu. Is this the Mint or Ubuntu? I don't know. Ubuntu is a separate one, isn't it? It's not Mint. Hold on a minute. It's working, guys. Is that booting up or what? Screen's gone off. It's come up with ordinary E. No way. Oh, mouse works. Click that. And it needs a password. See, password. I think it was when I was doing the XPS giveaway. Oh, what's happening here? It won't let me write anything. Oh no. Hold on a minute, guys. We were close here. Is this keyboard shot? Alright, so the mouse works. I don't think this OS was for a laptop though. It was for, does a PC desktop Ubuntu software work on a laptop software if I change the hard drive into it? I've never done that before. I think this is, I believe I put Ubuntu on that hard drive when I was trying to do a PC desktop. So maybe that's an issue. But this is good news, right? This is promising. Hold on a minute. Now I just need to get into the BIOS to be able to use one of these. But why wouldn't it boot into Windows? How strange. It's asking me for a password, but the keyboard is not letting me type. What do I do, guys? What do I do? Okay, so I just read online that you can put a hard drive that you've downloaded Ubuntu for a desktop onto a laptop. There might be some compatibility issues, but they say you can do it. So test that theory. Let's put this in a known working laptop, because we know the buttons work, and see if we can get it working. And then if that's the case, that means it's this keyboard that's not good. Right, putting this one with the Ubuntu into my laptop now. Don't have to do anything more than that actually for now. Turn that over, open it up, and let's see if that theory is true. Okay, well this laptop's saying no bootable device, please insert into the system. So this one doesn't like it. How strange. Oh boy, what can we do, guys? What can we do? I guess I'm at a loss on that one, and if the keyboard is shot, I don't have a replacement keyboard either, so I think we're going to call it a day for the Zoostorm, man. Yeah, I've decided, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day on the Zoostorm, which is a shame because this was probably a good laptop, but I didn't have a screen, and I think the keyboard's broken, which is why I can't get into the BIOS. Don't have a replacement keyboard, don't have a replacement screen, and even if I did use this screen, because my idea was I was going to be able to hold it in and hide it, but not really behind this. Wouldn't have really hit it. Right, so still see the edges. What a shame. So, okay, this is a failure. Well, not a failure. I mean, we got so far. I think the laptop can be fixed. I just don't have the parts, and I'm not going to spend the money on it to do that because it's not worth it. Right, this can go to e-waste or someone who might want to fiddle with it and try and get it up and running. Can be fixed, I reckon we could, but I'll tell you the truth, I'm a bit sick of laptops. The amount of stuff you have to try and pry off and get to the motherboard is just insane on these older laptops anyway. I don't know what newer laptops are like to get to service or try and repair yourself, but for me these are a headache. And yeah, we'll get on to the last laptops. We've got the Apple one, so we've got the Apple one and we've got the HP one for the next video, and maybe we can get one of these working, who knows. I'll see you on the next one. I appreciate your support, guys. Leave your comments below of what you think and what I should do, or should I just move on to these on the next video. Catch you on the next one. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, and tell your mother you love them. I'll speak to you later. Peace.